Good morning, everybody. Hi. That was actually like a perfect ending, so that's pretty sick. So, hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video of mine. And today, I thought it would be fun if we took another personality test. Why? Because I love exposing myself to the public. So, that's what we're doing today, everyone. And this personality test is one that has been widely known. It's very popular. It's called the 16 personality test. I have taken this a few times, as you can see by my little fun profile here. Currently, the last time I took this was about 3 years ago. The last time I took this, I was an ENFJ. And then I actually have taken this multiple times. And I was an ENFJ both times. And they're about a year and a half apart. So I don't know if it's gonna change, but we're here to find that out. We're here to find out if by the time you hit your 20s, if your personality is so stuck or if you're gonna change. So, yeah, that's what we're here to figure out today, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so first question, you regularly make new friends. I don't really want to put anything in the middle, because I don't know. I'm gonna go with agree, but like slightly agree, I think. I don't know. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yes. I love complicated stories. To me, like when making a good movie or TV show or book, or whatever the hell you're gonna make, it makes it better for me if it's more complicated, because that way it yeah. Anyway, I agree with that sentence. Next. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Yes. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. Yes. I don't really like dirty spaces. My room is typically pretty clean, except for my closet, but my closet's pretty small, so I just kind of have like stuffed animals on the floor because I don't really know where else to put them. So I'm gonna say yes. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. The reason why I started laughing is because that's not true. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Yes. I have a difficult time praising myself. I don't know if it's just because I like to be humble or because promoting myself is difficult for me. I don't talk I do talk highly of my abilities, but mainly to myself. So, to strangers is very difficult. I've gotten better at it. If I'm writing a cover letter or something, it's easy for me, but face to face, I don't really know how that'll go. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers and data. Yeah. That's a no-brainer to me. I care more about people's feelings in the human aspects of people than anything else. I don't give a fuck about numbers. You like to use organizing tools such as schedules and lists. No, I don't, but I probably should. I don't. I used like a little schedule thing for college. Like I made an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, whatever, of all of my homework and tests and stuff, and I would put the due date. It was actually very helpful, but I haven't done that since. So, I don't do it that often, so I'm gonna put it that even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yay. Yeah. Next. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No, I don't. Though, I try to, but it is a little bit difficult for me to do that. But I try. So I'm going to put slightly disagree. You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative work. Disagree. I love hearing people's opinions on things. That, like, to me, if you just agree or disagree with everything I say, you're a boring person to me. I like having fun, intellectually stimulating conversations that, like, make me... I like to hear what people have to say. I like hearing people's opinions. Next, you prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Yes, and it depends what it is. Overall, no. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Disagree. I've done that recently, and it does not bode well for me, so I can't do that. I need to have some sort of a routine, otherwise I will be sitting on my bed, binge watching TV, and I can't do that. So I'm gonna put disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree. It depends who it is. But generally, I like making connections with people. So yeah, I do like to make as many good impressions on people as possible because you never know. So I'm gonna put that one. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Can you give me an example of what that would mean? I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one. Okay. Next one, you enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yes, I think so. I'm unconventional. I have a lot of unique ideas, and I would like to try them out, so I'm going to say yes. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. No, and honestly, I think more people should be more honest. I think honesty is important. Now, when I am honest with people, I do try to word it in a way where it's not just blunt, but I do prefer honesty. So I'm going to put that one. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes. I'm a very curious person. I just like to find out new information. If I remember it, that's the real question. But I do genuinely try to figure stuff out. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. I'm getting better though. Okay? You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Yeah, I think so. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I actually disagree. I think I can. I think I could. But it would take up so much of my creativity and imagination to where I think eventually I would just get completely burnt out. But I think I could. I would just need to space it out. But with how this marketplace works, you have, like, they expect you to just release things all the time, but that's just not how creativity works. You favor efficiency in decisions even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Yes and no. I think I'm getting better at taking my time with things, even though I am impulsive. So I'm gonna put that one. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I'm gonna put disagree, because I think sometimes you need to just chill, and that's something that I'm learning. So I'm gonna put disagree with that one. We're halfway done. Almost. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the other's feelings, or the feelings of others. No. It depends. If it's a healthy disagreement, then no. If it's unhealthy, then yes. I guess it just depends who I'm disagreeing with. I guess it just depends on the person and how healthy our communication is. Overall, though, I'm going to put disagree. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Disagree. If I usually see someone kind of by themselves, I will go over and talk to them. So I'm gonna say disagree. Your mood can change very quickly. No. Well, okay. I don't know. Maybe? I guess it depends on how I feel mentally and emotionally. I'm gonna put agree. I don't know. It depends on where I'm at. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty stubborn. I think I'm less stubborn than people would probably think. I'm gonna put agree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. No, not really. Like, if I have to, let's say I have to upload a video, I usually try to edit it at least a couple days before the video comes out. I'm gonna put disagree on that one. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Yes and no. Depends who I'm talking to be honest. I'm gonna put that one. We're halfway done. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I have a feeling this is the extrovert-introvert question. Yeah. I think I've realized that I like to be around community. So I'm gonna put agree. I do value my alone time though. So I'm gonna put that one. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Yes. Without a doubt. I think I've always answered yes to that question, but I don't know. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Yeah. I'm constantly changing as a person, so what I do typically follows that. So yeah, I'm actually gonna say agree. You rarely second guess. My God, I can't talk. You rarely second guess the choices you've made. Disagree. I do sometimes second guess choices I've made. But typically I get over it pretty quickly. It depends what it is, but yeah. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. No. I don't think they would. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe they would. I don't know, but probably not. It's getting really dark. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on the light. It's light in here. Let there be light. Okay. I should have probably done that from the beginning, but it's fine. Anyway, next. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression. Yay! Like, what the fuck am I doing here? What's this? I don't know what this is. Did I read that question right? Yeah. Okay. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. You have a to-do list for each day. Yes. Whether or not I follow it, that's the real question. But yeah, I do. You rarely feel insecure. I'm gonna put slightly disagree. But the reason why, I do feel insecure sometimes, but it doesn't happen enough to make me be an insecure person. Sometimes I get embarrassed or my impulses make me do stupid decisions, and then because of the aftermath, then I feel insecure. But it doesn't happen enough. Yeah. You avoid making phone calls. No. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yeah. You easily connect with people you've just met. Depends. I'm gonna put this. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes. We're gonna do that. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Depends. The last time I took this, I probably would have said this. Now, I'm gonna say this. Because it's not strong enough to where it just bothers me, but there are some things, not a lot, more recent, but like, I'm getting better. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. Disagree. I think about that all the time. Especially right now, I think about that all the time. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I'm getting better, I promise. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is the most logical or efficient. Okay, so there are a lot of questions about this. It depends what it is. My gut is leaning toward this, so that's just what I'm gonna do. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take them to feel disappointed in you. No. I don't really feel that way. I'm gonna put disagree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. No, I would not. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. If you don't question how things are made, how systems are built, nothing will ever get done. Everyone will just stay stuck. There's no growth involved. If you don't think about how systems were built, there will be no change. That's my life lesson for today. You're welcome. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. I want a simple life. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yeah. Yeah. Even if it causes me mass anxiety, yes. Anyway, I think we're on the last couple questions. You often feel overwhelmed. Right now, yes, but could change. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I forget, so I'm going to put that one, but yeah. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. I disagree with that one. Nope. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Yeah. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Hell yeah, baby. That's called manifestation, y'all. Okay? If you're not confident that everything's gonna work out for you, then nothing is. Boom. Lesson of life. We finished the test. Let's see how stuck in my personality I am. All right, let's do this. I fucking knew it. Dude. I fucking knew it. That's so funny. Oh my god, no way. See, I actually looked up this website like a week ago. Actually, not even a week ago, like a couple days ago. And there's so much of this information that you have to pay for now, and it's fucking bullshit. And you should do something about that. All right, go to your results. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. So I'm an ENFJ. Shocker. Who would have fucking guessed? I'm stuck. Anyway, I'm not actually stuck. At least I don't feel that way, but I'm just making jokies. It's called the protagonist, which means basically I'm the main character. Protagonists are inspiring optimists. Ha. I'm trying to be more optimistic, readily taking action to do what they feel is right. These warm, forthright types love helping others and have the creative energy to achieve their goals. I am 57% extroverted. You likely get energized by social interaction and tend to openly express your enthusiasm and excitement. Yeah, I am 79% intuitive. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Yes. I'm 72% feeling. You likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Yeah, I'm 68% judging. I am judging all of you. You are likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. Yeah, I think I can be a spontaneous person, but I've realized this about myself recently. If I just kind of do whatever the fuck I wanted, I would literally just be laying in bed all day, and that's not productive. So, yeah. And then I'm 60% turbulent. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. Yeah, that's accurate. I want to compare. Okay, so this is the one I took first. 57% extroverted, 63% intuitive, 90% feeling. Damn, I was fucking going through it. I was fucking going through it. Holy shit, dude. January 22nd, 2021. I was 19. Yikes. 56% judging, and then 76% turbulent. Okay. The one I took almost exactly 3 years ago. 53% extroverted, 52% intuitive, 61% feeling, 51% judging, and 71% turbulent. Okay. Most recent, 57% extroverted, so it went back to my original, which is very interesting how that happened. 79% intuitive, which is the highest it's ever been. So that's really interesting. 72% feeling, which it went back up a little bit, but not by much. 68% judging, which is the highest it's ever been. Cool. Don't know what that means. And then 60% turbulent, which is the lowest it's ever been, which is actually growth, which means to me, this is how I take this. It means to me that with this one, it's slowly becoming less. And that's called growth. So maybe one day it won't be turbulent anymore. It'll be assertive. Maybe. And that's called growth, y'all. My outro footage got corrupted. So I'm going to be filming the outro here while I'm editing the video. So overall, I thought it was interesting. Like, something I noticed, I mentioned it in the video, where I noticed that a lot of the questions basically were the same, but just reworded a bit differently. So I have no idea how legit this thing is. Like, there were so many questions where while I was taking it and while I was editing it, I was just kind of like, what? I was like, isn't this the same thing as I answered it like a couple times ago or whatever? I don't know. So I have no idea how legit this test is, to be quite honest. But I do know, like, people do take this and then use it, and they're like, oh, I am an ENFJ, or I'm a whatever other ones there are. So I do know people, like, use this and use this to, like, define themselves. So, and I find it very interesting that I have stayed the same for 4 years, 4.5 years. That's insane to me that it stayed the same for that long. Just the percentages have changed. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching me take this quiz. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below what other videos you'd like to see. Maybe you have another personality test that you'd like me to take, or an IQ test. Guys, I want to take an IQ test. That just gave me an idea. The last time I took an IQ test was when I was like 18 or something, and it was, if I remember correctly, it was 111. The only problem is you have to pay for them. So if anyone can help me find a free IQ test that's semi-legit, please let me know, because I want to take an IQ test. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, let me know about that. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I make videos every Monday. Sometimes they're videos like this, sometimes they're vlogs, sometimes I sit in the corner of my room and sing. Who knows? You never know what you're gonna get with me. It's literally like, what do I feel like uploading? And boom, there you go. Enjoy. I'm I have a job. I just started. This is my first week of a new job, and I'm tired, as you may be able to tell, or maybe not. Anyway, please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I make videos and they come out all the time. I try to be consistent. So, yay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye. What the fuck was that? You guys want to see my cat? Look at him. Look at the boy. That's the boy. He's doing good. Okay. Bye.